Hi everyone, welcome back to Wes Knows Tech News and Reviews. So, on the 12th of April, and that's 2 days ago, UK has finally reopened. What that means is that the gyms are finally open, and so I went to one just yesterday. So I started off with a run, and then I did some weights, and then a bit of a circuit workout just at the end. Now, I didn't do it for too long, just under 30 minutes, everything. And this particular video is a test and comparison of the Honor Band 6 in the gym, as well as the Amazfit Bip U. So we'll be looking at the heart rate as measured by the optical heart rate sensors on the back of these trackers. So this is not just jogging outside, this is not just doing a circuit workout at home, this is a full-on gym workout. So we've got a bit of cardio, then we've got a bit of weights, and then we've got a circuit workout at the end of it all. Anyway, let's get into it because it's going to be a great comparison. If you are new to Wes Knows Tech News and Reviews, we talk about the latest tech news. We do brutally honest reviews and share hacks and tricks along the way. Now, before we get into the test and comparison, let's talk about these two trackers. I'm not going to say too much about it because obviously you've seen all the reviews that I've previously done on the channel. So if you haven't seen the reviews, I'm just going to leave a couple of links just above me right now. Anyway, so we've got the Honor Band 6, a 1.47-inch AMOLED display. It's got 10 sport modes. It's just a looker. It's a great tracker. It's so light and it's so cheap. You can get it on AliExpress for under 40 bucks. And then of course we've got the Amazfit Bip U. So this is the new generation of the Bip. 1.43-inch display. It's not AMOLED, it's LCD, yet it's sharp, it's bright. You can just have a look at it at any light conditions. Also, it's got a lot of sport modes. It's got around 60. Now, none of these trackers actually have inbuilt GPS. It's all connected GPS. But nonetheless, lots of sport modes, lots of excitement. I'm just going to mention this quickly, but there have been a lot of questions in the comments below the videos about these two trackers. Like, which one is better? Well, it's a tough one, right? Because these two trackers are so different. Now, if we're going to be talking about the sport profiles and the addition of other apps apart from the basics like your weather, your alarms, your stopwatch and your timers, then I would say that the Bip U is a more advanced tracker. It does have more on it. It's got 60 sport modes as opposed to the 10 on the Honor Band 6. It's got a Pomodoro tracker. It's got a world clock. It's got a lot of things on there. Now, but it does have an LCD display. So if you want something that's more lustrous, something that is a bit more funky, I would say go for the Honor Band 6 because with its 1.47-inch AMOLED display, it just looks amazing. But functionality wise, the Bip U does seem to be the better option. Anyway, let's get into the test now. So, as you know, we've got the two trackers and the benchmark was actually the Polar H10 ECG chest strap. So what we're going to do is we're going to be plotting the Polar H10 plot, heart rate plot, and on top of it, we're going to stick the heart rate plots from these two trackers. Let's get into it. Okay, so firstly, let's take a look at Polar H10. So we've got an average heart rate of 130 beats per minute and then a max of 155 beats per minute. So let's take a look firstly at the Amazfit Bip U. So this is quite unbelievable. We see an average heart rate of 129 beats per minute. That is just amazing. It's only 1 beat per minute off from the average as registered by an ECG heart rate strap. That's a big fat wow. Now if we take a look at the max is 150 beats per minute. So if we actually take a look through the chart, we can see that the tracing done by the optical heart rate sensor on the back of the Bip U is very close to a professional grade heart rate sensor from Polar. It's only in the last peak that the Bip U has actually underestimated the 150 beats per minute as opposed to the Polar's 155 beats per minute. So we get a variance of -1 for the average, -5 for the peak, but that still gives us a variance of the average of just 0.7%. That's wow, that's just great. Anyway, so the BPU turns out to be, it's sharp, it's good, there's not much lag, and there's only one point across the 3 major peaks where we do see that the peak was underestimated. Let's take a look now at the Honor Band 6. Now with the Honor Band 6, we are seeing some weaker results. So with the average, we've got 121 beats per minute, so that's an underestimation of 9, or a variance of -9 beats per minute. For the max, we're down by 8 beats per minute. That gives us a variance of 6.9% for the average and 5.2% variance for the max. And we can see that the problem started as soon as we're working out. So we can see that the Honor Band 6 optical heart rate sensor is slightly laggy, and it does lag as opposed to the Polar H10 ECG chest strap. So if we look at the first 18 to 20 minutes, the Honor Band 6 wasn't doing too bad of a job. Yep, it was slightly laggy, but it was still on par. We can see that in the last third of the workout, the Honor Band 6 optical heart rate sensor just goes pear-shaped, and there are huge lags as well as big drops in heart rate recorded. And it doesn't trace the Polar H10 closely at all. We can see that the average heart rate is much lower than the one traced by the Polar H10, and that does give us this massive variance of 6.9%. So there we have it. This is a great combination of a test and comparison, because what we are seeing is you at work. So I was in the gym. First I did my cardio, so I got on the treadmill, I was going for a run. Then I went to the weights, then I went to do a simple circuit workout, and we can see that the heart rate plot is all over the show, but it's steadily increasing and there are definitive peaks. So this was a great test, and what we can see is that the Amazfit BPU just nails it. It is so sharp, being just 1 beat per minute off from the average as registered by a professional grade Polar H10 ECG chest strap. Anyways, I do hope this was a useful test. If you did like it, then please drop us a like. And if you do want to see more of the same, then please click the subscribe button below the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.